Welcome everybody out to the Late Night Facecheck. My name is Valkamer. We are here with Robear of Team Rainbow Strike Go. Now, Robear, you were on last season as well as a Division D champion. Here you are, a Division C champion, going into the finals of C West next week. How does it feel?
Dude, excited. So
Nice.
excited. I think number one, just to actually talk with you again, because it's like, man, it's like we can't even talk to each other unless we're playing a game or like one of these interviews. So
Yeah. Well, and we're kind of
but,
cutthroat even in our
I
scrims.
know,
Like,
right?
uh,
But no, super excited. To kind of do back to back in different divisions. I mean, this is a huge testament to how much we've improved
yeah,
over
we
last year.
we were
So
talking a little bit just before this about Team Rainbow Strike Go had been in C West before. Ended up jumping down into D West after a tough season. I want to say in like season 8 or something like that, and just phenomenal season in 9. Now you're back in C West, and you've put in the time and the effort, and you've built your team, and you guys have come together to where you are one of the absolute success stories this season of jumping up a division. That's got to be pretty exciting.
yeah, no, it totally is. It totally is. And I think it's one of those things where, you just put in the work and it's really cool to just see it kind of unfold and so you kind of measure your success and your performance over time. A lot of times when it's in the moment we're in the season, especially when we lose, it's really hard to kind of see the good points about it. But I mean, I don't know. Like if you talk to the guys, they probably don't feel like any different, but I like notice the improvement for sure. So I'm super
Nice.
proud of our team. Yeah.
Now, I believe you guys were the fourth seed this season, right?
We were tough division, man. Tough
Oh,
division.
I think super narrow division as far as
Yeah.
everything goes.
It was very, very, very close games. I mean, even games that we won 2-0, a lot of those were close. A lot of the games we did were like 3-game splits, just from what we experienced. So yeah, just super excited to kind of be at the stage we're at and playing the competition. I guess we're the top two teams left, really.
That's
So
right. Top two
yeah,
of Division
it's
C
there. That's
West.
that. Yeah.
Now you're going up against Resurgence of the Storm. They were in
hmm
C West last season. They've made some big jumps this season as well, going I want to say from like sixth seed to third seed, and of course now being in the finals instead of getting beat up in the earlier rounds of the playoffs. What have you guys done to prepare for this forthcoming brawl with Resurgence of the Storm?
Well, it's just kind of we're approaching it like most games. It's so weird, like being in playoff games. Like I mean, you've been in a lot of those experiences yourself. Apologize for the camera moving for everyone watching later. Just couldn't figure out the functionality.
Yeah, we
But
tried, everyone. We
yeah, we
tried.
tried.
We both
I
got
just yeah, I
beat by
fail.
the
Whatever.
technology.
but but something like that, it's really different, right? Like season, like regular season, and then playoffs is like two different animals, and it's like you just don't get a lot as much repetition on that setting with that much at stake. So we're just very thankful and grateful just to kind of be where we're at in that way. We've had a lot of playoff experience in a lot of different leagues, or a couple different leagues, I should say. So that probably helps. But at the end of the day, it's like we still want to bring home that championship, Valk.
Of
Still
course.
trying to get that.
Of
So
course. We're
we,
still
we
looking
could-
for that one ourselves, right?
I know we still gotta go through Resurgence to get there, and we still gotta go through the team in the East, whoever that ends up being, just to get our first official. But
Nice.
we're sort of gunning for it, though. We're excited to have that opportunity.
Now talk me through one thing here.
Hmm.
I know that you've got a sister team now with TRSG Knights.
Correct. Yes.
Was that the primary roster adding people on and then splitting in half, or was that just a completely new project by maybe one person, or hey, these are our friends, let's help them build a team over here?
You know, it's kind of like our third team. We actually had a second team. They were called the Potatoes, the TSRG Potatoes. That kind of disseminated. There was one person from that group that wanted to continue playing, but have a different like style and a different type of like team players, if that makes sense. Just a different personnel, really.
So a little more
So
strict than the potatoes.
The name was misleading. I think it was just, sometimes when and I feel bad because I was actually the one that put that potatoes team together, and like on paper it like looked great, but then when you put teams together, not all the personalities mesh, especially if they don't know each other. So when you kind of throw a whole bunch of that in there, then you find out that like not everyone had the same like viewpoint really. So it's kind of a learning
Sure.
lesson for me just putting it together, but also it was kind of like just identifying who really wanted to play the game and how they wanted to play it. So then just kind of building around that. So that's
Yeah,
kind of yeah. Go ahead.
oh, I was going to say there's just so many moving pieces to building a
There is.
team. It's not just 5 players. It's
Yeah.
the roles, the schedule, the
Hmm.
commitment, everything that can go into that, even the communication style can
Agreed.
anything can blow up on you. So it can be tough to find that synergy like you guys have found in TRSG this season, especially. Not that last season was bad. You did great last season, but even more so now you're moving up and you're still taking names. So,
Yeah. Oh, thanks, man. I'm glad you see it that way.
yeah.
I'll be as our promoter.
Yeah,
But
I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan, absolutely.
yeah. Yeah, but I think it was just identifying like, the game's a game and we're super competitive at it, but at the end of the day, we want people involved that want to enjoy and have the same focus. So that's kind of what we built that team around with that in mind. So I just kind of let her, Howlin Knight, she's actually the captain of the other team. I just kind of let her, get the personnel she wanted and just supported her any way I can. And I think it's a testament to like, you'll notice the teams that get together, they go through one season, they don't meet the expectations, they just you just blow it up, right? After one season. But I think a lot of the magic happens is when you kind of have those experiences together and get through the hard times together. And then it's kind of like you can rise together and it's that much sweeter. Does that make sense?
Sure. And
Yeah.
any movie and the hero's journey, if the hero just had the easy time all the way through the movie, we disconnect and like, this isn't real, whatever.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
there's gotta be that valley forge. There's gotta be that purifying fire to get you there, right?
For sure, for sure. And
So
we've definitely had our ups and downs, man. We've been on top of the world and just have the rug swept right under our feet. You know what I mean? We've gone through a lot of experiences. So I think overall it's definitely helped in having the same group of guys together through all that. I mean, I don't know. They don't see it, but I definitely see it like looking on the outside. That's
well,
kind of how I
good,
think. So
good.
yeah.
No, I think you've got a great group. I run into them all the time, whether it's we're doing scrims or we're running into each other in Storm League. All sorts of respect. We've played I think 4 regulation matches over the years now, and we're dead split. So it's a
Tiebreaker next time we meet.
that's right.
Oh,
So just get sick or something, make it easy on me. Not
no.
really. I want the full competition. I want to be able to
There we
say
go.
we won the tiebreaker.
There
But
we go.
well, you were nice enough to provide me a clip from your most recent match. We're gonna go ahead and flip to that now. So here you
Ooh,
are.
the shining
I
there is
backed up
such
the
a
clip, and this is gonna be a little bit of a longer one because I wanted to show the whole story here.
a mess of
Yeah,
violence
do you wanna set it up a little
because
bit as
that
far
would
as
have
like,
helped
or should I set it up?
So they
reduce all
have
their
just
health that
killed
much because he has
your
depleting
tank,
auto attacks
and
and
they
stuff.
captured the
Just try to
fifth beacon for
definitely get
Triglov,
you going.
and we can see here on the
Just
mini
farmer
map
about
that
it.
you
Using
are
TRSG, just
backdooring.
going ahead
Yep.
and being like, you know what, you got that?
Trying,
That's fine.
yes.
You have to go through a key.
We
We're just
drop
gonna
the
go
That's
ahead and
actually a
stop right
turrets.
through
We
it.
super
might
smart
stand a
play
little
because
close, but
obviously you either have to
we're
abandon the mech
blasting
in order
everything
to
we
support
can.
back,
Which
or
they did. AOL,
The
from the
just to
mech,
kind
is the
of
team that
like
we're
give a
doing the mech.
backstory
Porting
if
back
you guys
down
haven't
to
watched this game, this was actually
47%,
game 2 of
45% left
our
on there. Core
series
and
against
TRSG
Annie
is gonna
Oakley,
go,
which
you
was
know
the
what? We got a lot of value
semifinals.
out of that.
So I
We
mean, at
basically
this
figured we'd
point
be
in the
fine.
stage of the game, I mean,
We're gonna go meet up with
there was
Diablo
like a
on
lot
top.
of attention
You
and
see, the
focus and
Thrall
just
trying to
like
give chase
you
here
couldn't
to
really make
Tingle.
mistakes,
Tingle's like, no,
or too
get
big
out
of
of
a
here.
mistake where we get
Whips
burned.
him
and there's
away.
still
And
damage
we
coming in
see
on the
where
core. Core's
Diablo
down to
respawns and
32%.
starts hitting the
Yeah, we
immortal.
got the
Malthael
catapult, the
has to
cannot
come
fail.
back to
Cleared
clear
up in time. Oh, we
catapults,
got
which
minions
take
I
coming in
mean,
to
he
another
should
help.
be able to clear it up.
28%
He's back
off
down
the
to
core.
17%. How
Yeah,
embarrassing would that be if you
dangerous.
Minions for
came
the
back?
win, right there,
This is
right?
a
Just to
big problem
give us a
because
little
now
bit
they
of
can't
an edge.
actually
I
Holy cow!
I
like
have
be
lost
ejected ever
regulation
again
matches
because they're
off
down
of
to
not paying
17%.
attention to
Like the
minions, so I
smoke and
get
the
it.
sneeze going.
Us
If
too.
Right,
that
and
don't
if you
ever
notice
happen
We're
this,
again,
we're
not
again just like,
And
you know
pathetic.
what?
So
You only got
so we did a one
50%
charge
left vortex
initially, and then we
time.
were kind of thinking
We
to
have
ourselves, you know
more race.
what?
They're
I
running
think
down
we
here
actually can beat
again.
we can
Silver,
beat them.
unfortunately,
So we actually went in for
taking
a
a
second
game away,
charge,
but
and this is what we're
we have
seeing right
chase
now.
down here on Matheo. And now it is an official
And they get
base
awfully
race, but
close
look at
here.
the base
This,
race
I mean,
Watch
it
the
here.
gets
bars at the top. Watch the bars at the top.
absolutely
Oh my
scary.
Oh,
It's
ah,
And TRC
oh.
takes the
Okay.
win. That got really
So
close, though.
you
Look
take
at
it
that.
to,
really close.
or no,
I
this
just
was
admit,
game
I
2,
was
so
hoping
this
for
was
game
cleaning
3.
it.
Thank you.
I thought you were
Yours
gonna
does
head
win
to a
win
game
number
3
two,
after
and
this,
that's
but just
Actually, a lot of people did. Like, it was so close, very, very close. Like within probably like a second, second and a half, something like that. The game was decided.
yeah, that was crazy. I mean, I watched it beforehand. I broke down like, oh, what if this had happened? What if this had happened? But man, just going for the photo finish type of stuff
Yeah.
there in the
Yeah.
playoffs.
It was so tight. It was
thank
good.
your
And
lucky
actually,
stars, everything.
and I totally wanted to showcase that too, not obviously because we won, but at the same time, it's just kind of shout out to how close the competition was. Because Annie Oak League, they were the eighth seed coming in, and they actually beat the first place seed to even play us. So it was kind of, it's crazy just how crazy our division was this season.
Yeah, I think anybody could have taken it. Obviously, I would have liked to have been that anybody, but you know, season 11's
Agreed.
coming. Season 11's
I
coming.
hear that.
Well, we wish you well in
Well,
that
thank you.
future contest. However, the immediate contest is that it is time for the lightning round of questions, everybody.
All right.
Robear will have 60 seconds to see just how many questions he can answer. I actually forgot to go back and look to see just how many questions he answered last time, but his time will start as I finish reading the first question. Robear,
What's the record? Hold on.
the
what's
record is currently 13.
That was more than when I last did it last time.
It was
so...
12 last year, or last
Okay.
season. So,
All right. See if I can come close to that still.
here we go.
Okay.
Most impactful hero.
Murky.
Favorite HOTS resource.
Hot Slogs.
Best hero aesthetically.
Vikings.
Worst talent.
Vikings bribe.
Hero for their own movie.
Vikings again.
Map with the best look.
Cursed Hollow.
Heroes, 3 heroes for yoga class with you.
Ah, Vikings again.
Best heroes workout buddy.
All right, Sonya.
Dream comp.
ABBA, Vikings, Cho'Gall, Anna, and Karazim.
That's it. You picked 6.
All right.
Favorite map.
Cursed Hollow again.
Favorite hero.
Vikings.
Which map would you turn into an area rug?
Battlefield of Eternity.
How does your team shot call?
Chaotically.
Skin you want added to the game.
Yes, Angelic Murky. Go.
Angelic Murky, right as time ends. I'm thinking, though I have not counted these yet. I think the new strategy of just constantly say Vikings may be the new record holder.
I know.
1, 2, 3. What were you saying? Sorry.
Well, I like the Vikings. Can you see my shirt? Wait, hold on.
4. I can't see the shirt. We can
it's
now.
The Viking shirt. All right,
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Robear has the record for Valk's lightning round of questions. Oh, but I just smacked my camera off into who knows where.
Five. I appreciate it. I'll high five you back there.
Yeah,
Bam.
that was fantastic. Fantastic work with the new Vikings overwhelm them strategy. It's like soaking 3 lanes when your other team only can soak 1.
All right. If you ever play Vikings, that's pretty much all you do anyway. You're just like whatever.
So for our deep dive here,
okay.
Why do you love the Vikings oh so much?
You know what? They're hard to play. I think if I was better at StarCraft and had a better StarCraft background, I would be pretty awesome with the Vikings. But I think it's just challenging for me to play. I think the older I get, it gets even more challenging. So I like challenging myself, and I think really what's the only thing comparable? What Rexar maybe?
Rexar.
Like if you're trying to.
Abathur's pretty tricky.
Yeah, he is.
You got to body soak, hat soak, and help your team, and likely clone. Maybe run a monstrosity if you're memeing the other team, but.
For sure, yeah. But I'm just a big Vikings fan, so
nice.
I couldn't think of any. It was like Murky Vikings. That was my go-to. There we go. And if anyone listens to this, they'll have their own strategy, and then your answer is gonna be like, "Dang it."
Yeah, that's okay.
Robear.
We'll come up with a
Different
constantly
rules.
evolving thing. Most people actually say 3 separate names rather than just Vikings for the 3 yoga question, but that was a time saver. I mean,
There we go. There we
you
go.
can't argue with strategy.
There we go. Efficiency.
So, well, the floor is yours for any shout outs that you want to toss out there right now, Robear.
Yeah, for sure. Just number one, just want to thank you for just putting this together. It's always great to see you, dude.
Well,
Like
thanks.
face to face, camera to camera. And I guess before we even talked, I didn't even realize you're in the same state as I. So we'll actually have
Yes.
to meet up someday. You
Yes,
know, when
when all of the
it's normal.
pandemic has
Yeah,
calmed
yeah,
down, then we'll figure something out. But
for sure, for sure.
from the
We'll
sounds of
we'll
it, Panda and I only live like 5 miles apart, and you and I are maybe 20.
Yeah, yeah. The more we talk, the more we find out how similar we are in a lot of different ways. But yeah,
Absolutely.
just first off, just for putting it together. And I do want to thank NGS for just existing. I mean, just all the little things that they do, like for example, what you're doing right now, all the stats and showcasing and the websites. And I mean, there's just so much stuff that goes on, and I don't even think I even know of everything that's going on still, right?
I
So
probably don't, and I feel pretty
yeah,
tapped in, you know?
it's fantastic actually how much is doing for the community. Um, and I want to give a shout out to Resurgence, just for making as far as they have to play us and provide a kind of like a format and a landscape just to battle it out. And for CTD2, let's give them a good show, man. Like we both have the capability, and if we got to take it to 5 and just be like a nail biter and just everyone at their seats and let's just put on the show.
It'll be great. I will
Yeah.
be watching. I think it'll be just a brutal showcase of Division C West glory.
So just hoping just to duke it out, just battle of the minds, yeah.
Looking
But and
forward
also
to
want
it.
to give a shout out to our team and a lot of the work they put in for our immediate team. Also the Knights. I mean, we actually scrim them quite often. It's a lot of our community that we're putting together. We're following in your footsteps for CCS, dude. Maybe one day in the future we'll have our own CCL teams. You never know, right?
Maybe. I
Just
don't
open.
know that I have any dreams of said team, but we'll leave that to wits perhaps.
Okay,
So
sounds good. I've got dreams, man. I got dreams. So maybe we'll
I,
talk to Wits or
I
something.
just
And
want to improve myself at this point.
yeah,
Let
that's where I'm
let the
at. Yeah.
ones who are actually good at this game handle that stuff. I'm just gonna try to get a little better.
I hear that. I'm there with you for sure.
So
Yeah, and I just want to give a shout out to just really all the people out there just making the difference with everything going on. I mean, right now it's kind of crazy. Just don't get sick. Wear your mask, people. Like there's no room right now in hospitals. So
yes,
just be as safe as you can. We got Thanksgiving coming up, and if you have to make sacrifices right now, then that's what you got to do. But just think about safety and don't think about necessarily yourself, but think about the people that you live with and that you care for when you make those decisions. So that's pretty much all I got
I can agree
for
there, my
me.
friend. Let's all be safe out there. Let's all have fun, but safety is more important than the fun. There's ways to still have fun while being safe. We don't have to be reckless out there. Let's be smart about it, everybody. So, for my traditional shout outs, of course, hi mom,
Hi, Doc's
and
mom.
everybody out there, the end of season survey is upon us. It is the time to rock the vote. 12 maps match the Storm League pool with NGS. It'll be wonderful. So go exercise your right to vote in Nexus Gaming Series. Mind the bushes out there, my friends, and have a great time in the Nexus.